Hey guys, and welcome back to the Retail Rip Review. Today we're going to switch up sports and open up our first NBA cards on the channel. Thought it would be the proper way to usher in the new season that's right around the corner and see what was on the retail shelves as far as basketball was concerned. And guess what? There was just a ton of Donruss basketball. So I decided to go ahead and grab a blaster and we'll see what we can find inside. So Donruss basketball is one of Panini's baseline entry-level products, along with NBA hoops. You know how these companies like to kind of tier their products into different categories or like different status levels. I would say Donruss is above NBA hoops, but below Optic, kind of similar to the NFL cards, how the Donruss Elite cards were above Score, but below Prism. So something similar to that. Now, regarding the future of Donruss, I'll just briefly mention the fact that Panini is losing its NBA license this month. And I'm sure most people watching this are aware of that. But just in case you weren't, soon Topps is going to hold exclusivity for all three major North American sports. And whether you think this is a good thing or not is up to you. Personally, I don't really see how you can argue that a lack of competition and card diversity can make things better. So we'll have to kind of wait and see what becomes of the situation in the years to come. And if you guys remember, back in the day when Topps had a similar arrangement with, kind of no competition, things kind of did fall to the wayside at times. And I think the quality did suffer. I'm not saying that that sort of thing is going to happen here, but I do think that that is a fear that a lot of people have had. And, as far as Panini is concerned, I have to assume Panini is going to continue to produce unlicensed cards for all the sports moving forward, but because they don't have a foothold in the market, so to speak, in the other major sports, maybe they decide that it's not worth it. And that would be a real shame to lose a major competitor and kind of an iconic brand like that. I feel like we've all kind of grown accustomed to seeing at least these two big brands, and to lose one of them, I think, is going to be very noticeable. So hopefully that doesn't happen. So basically, I don't know what's going to happen in the future, but hopefully next year and the years to come, we will see products like Donruss basketball and Donruss baseball and so forth. So what are your thoughts on Fnatic seizing control of the card market? Do you think it's going to be a good thing? I'm not so sure. So what are we looking for in Donruss basketball? Well, Donruss has some of the same inserts in their basketball product that they do in their NFL and their baseball product too. So there's some things like the Bomb Squad cards and the marbles, kind of like here's the Diamond marbles, but they also have net marbles, which is the basketball version of that. So you got things like that that are really fun to come across. Now, as far as the box is concerned, it says we're going to get 6 packs with 15 cards per pack for a total of 90 cards. And we're going to be on the lookout for Blaster exclusive Optic Rated Rookies Preview Seismic inserts. Not sure what that is. We'll have to see. Also, retail exclusive, look for the ultra rare fadeaway and playmakers inserts. So that means we're not going to see those. I'll pop a few of those pictures on screen, I'm sure. Also, look for Blaster exclusive parallels, including Storm, Hollow Orange Laser, and more. I'm not too familiar with all the parallels, so when I come across them, I'll have to go back and pop up the names if I'm not sure what they are. I do know that we're going to get a lot of green lasers. I think there's 1 green laser in each pack, so keep a lookout for those. Now, as far as players are concerned, I'm a Hawks fan, so I would love to pull anything from Ricochet, but also any of the Hawks in general would be fun. And I think any of the big names, I think, that people would be after typically, so like LeBron or Wemby or something like that. Actually, I think Bronny has a Bomb Squad card in this set, so I think that would be pretty funny to pull. Without any further ado, let's go ahead. Let's rip our cards. Anecdotally, I feel like it's the time of year when you start to see some things go on sale, and definitely seen Donruss on sale in a few places. I know it's available on Scheels' website. I'm not familiar with Scheels. I just know that it's a store somewhere in North America. But I know that they have cheap blasters and megas right now. So if you're looking for something inexpensive to rip, that might be a good place to look. We'll go ahead and put our total up for today. And go ahead and open our first pack. And the way that these are kind of configured is like you get 1 rated rookie and 1 insert per pack, and then 1 parallel, which is typically that green holofoil. So the base cards at this point, they're not going to have much value. So we're just going to kind of look through them, but not going to really dwell on Keegan Murray, the poor Kings. So we weren't going to dwell, but here's a little Kings anecdote. I'm not trying to harp on the Kings, but I just feel kind of bad for them because I feel like all of 2 or 3 years ago, there was that whole, what was it, light the beacon type thing, and Keegan Murray was, drafted, and they were so excited, and it just didn't work out. We got Ryan Dunn on the rated rookie, and we also have Adem Bana. Not familiar with you. LaMelo Ball is going to be our green laser parallel. And behind that, we have a bomb squad of Luka in his Mavs uniform. That is the funny thing about opening older product, is that you just you see people, there are all sorts of uniforms. I got Markelle Fultz, Bogdanovich, also no longer on the Hawks, Trey Murphy, and Draymond. Next pack. Nurkic, not sure what team he's on now. Charlotte, maybe? Tyrese Maxey, great young player. Al Horford, can't believe he's still in the league. Talk about a great Hawk, but it's been so long ago that he was on the Hawks that I feel like a lot of people might consider him more of a Celtic than a Hawk at the same time. Jalen Johnson, he's definitely one of our basketball boys. I feel like he's just been waiting the past couple seasons to break out, but he keeps getting injured, which is really unfortunate. Jared McCain on the rated rookie, it's a nice one. And Dylan Jones. Got Kevin Durant on the green laser. That's cool. Also, as I'm sure as everybody knows, Kevin no longer on the Suns. He is on the Rockets. Talk about a journeyman. And we've got an insert of franchise features with Victor Wembanyama. And here I was talking about or I'm not sure if I mentioned some of the inserts are a little bit uninspired. Like this isn't. This looks like another card. Just happens to say franchise features. But happy to pull Wembanyama on that. So we'll go ahead and put you up here for now. After that, we've got Jamal Murray, Jalen Williams, DiVincenzo, Michael Porter, and Fred VanVleet. Why do they do that with the rotating cards? This seems to be a Panini trademark. Next pack. Derek Lively, Zach LaVine, TJ McConnell. Some nice second-year players we would like to get cards of too. Scotty Barnes. Our rated rookie, we have Donovan Clingan of the Trailblazers, and Jalen Wells. Patrick Williams is going to be our green laser. He's talk about I want to get that guy's agent. He's managed to make quite a career for himself this last contract he signed. I'm not sure if he's going to quite earn that. Great expectations. All right, Bronny. We didn't get the bomb squad, at least not yet, but we did get a Bronny card. Great expectations rookie card insert. You know what? No, Bronny, I'll put you up here, but you're not going on the stands. Let's see what else we got here. Norm Powell, Brooke Lopez, Cam Reddish, Malachi Branham, and Domantas Sabonis. Most of those players not on those teams anymore. Next pack. Ben Simmons, man. I talked about Patrick Williams being the contract thief. There he is right there. The man himself. Kudos to you, sir. He's laughing all the way to the bank. Klay Thompson. There's Halliburton. Get well soon. Great run last year for the Pacers. What a fun team to watch, and he was a big part of that. So I hope he comes back strong, but I have a feeling it's going to be a rough year for the Pacers. Kobe Buffkin, still waiting to see if he can be anything. He's another one that's had to deal with a lot of injury, unfortunately. So maybe this is his year. We'll see. All right, our rated rookies, we have A.J. Mitchell and Matas Buzelis of the Bulls. Got Jaden Ivey on the green laser. And hey, look at that. Trae Young on the bomb squad. Very nice. I've already got the Ricochet bomb squad, but I don't have the Trae Young, so nice to get. We are going to put you up here, sir. We'll take down LaMelo. Anthony Davis, Vince Williams, LeBron, Kelly Olynyk, Pascal Siakam. 2 packs left. Donruss is just fun to open, man. Whether it's baseball, basketball, it doesn't matter. I just feel like they just put a lot of stuff in here for you to look at, and that's what we're really after. Jeremy Sohan? I don't know. I've heard that pronounced all sorts of ways. Peyton Pritchard, Devin Vassell, Dennis Schroeder. All right, new hawk, Kristaps Porzingis. Really hoping for good things. I mean, I'm not even hoping for a lot. Let's just hope that he stays healthy and can contribute, because anything was better than the front court production they were getting out of, someone like Capella. No disrespect, Capella. Put you up here with our little hawk pile. Our rated rookie, we have Deron Holmes and Ron Hollins. We got another Luka. We got a Luka green laser. And behind that, we've got Magicians. We've got LeBron. That one's a little bit better. At least it's got a cool background. That's what I'm saying. I just want the smallest semblance of trying. Jabari, big contract for him recently. Jordan Poole, Miles Turner, and Jalen Green. And this is our last pack. So as far as value is concerned, I'm not sure, because a lot of the cards don't have a ton of value at this point. But once again, it's been fun to open. So that does factor into things, in case people are wondering. D'Angelo, G.G. Jackson, Chet Holmgren. Our rookies are going to be Devin Carter and Antonio Reeves. Got Jaylen Brown on our green laser. That's nice. That's a color match. And we got Dalton Connect on the rookies insert. I actually kind of like that. It's got like the kind of throwback design to it. But Dalton Connect, I would have preferred Bronny. But we've got a kind of a mini Lakers pile going up here, so we'll put him up here too. And we're going to finish off with some vets: Jay Crowder, Banchero, Anthony Black, Moncaro, Taylor Hendricks, and Grayson Allen. So that's going to do it for our blaster of Donruss basketball. So, said not too heavy as far as like the hits. We didn't pull any numbered parallels or anything like that. Nothing too rare as far as the cards are concerned. But we got some good names. We got some Hawks. We got 2 bomb squads, which are fun. So, you got to take all these things into account. And like I said, relative to the price you pay for it, it could be a great value. Like I said, if you get one blaster for $15, I'd be pretty happy with that. For $25, I highly doubt that we made it as far as the getting our values worth. But we'll go ahead and look at the value for today. And then we'll go ahead and plug those numbers into our overall blaster totals and see how we look for the year. I said, by and large, I haven't looked at the numbers yet, but I feel pretty confident saying that I think we're still in a pretty good place here moving forward. So, occasionally you take a hit, here or there, but you hope that you're buoyed by something else. So if this one wasn't the best for us, then we'll just make sure the next one is moving forward. But in any case, I hope you guys enjoyed our first soiree into the NBA cards. But let me know what you think in the comments of Donruss basketball. Is this something that you would like to open? What's your favorite insert, and why is it the Bomb Squad one? These are so cool. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a great time. Thank you for watching the Retail Rip Review.